Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This is J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now it's Nix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got from that play.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in And Xavier Worthy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 7. To throw is Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
On play action, here's Nix. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Here we go. First down. It's a gain of 35. First down, Broncos.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Nix from the shotgun. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Well, they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Nix to the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. but you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
They'll run. It's Rashard Smith. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. This is brought in at the 21. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, here's Nix. He's got him in, complete. Down to the 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 75 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even on 2 touchdowns, I knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now here's Mahomes. Pass complete to Royals. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mahomes going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
A first down carry for Smith. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Looking middle, he finds Royals. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Y'all gotta talk about tasting. Y'all can't talk about basic. We ain't a low power range. Also dangerous.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yellow.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos 33-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow. 43. Hey, 57.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
13-yard line.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Royals, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, One big play, though, gets him right back up to that level.
Second and 13. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Fire down these two.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw. They'll be caught by Rice. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here is 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
27-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yellow. Let's go, Ollie.
They'll set up a throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's caught. Rolls with it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Yellow. Hey, Ripley. 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped him. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to it.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, it's Smith. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashard Smith, 30 yards. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Escapes the defender. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Throwing Nix. Now nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the
Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Eye on these two. Eye on these two. 480. Attack, attack.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chiefs take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's a old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
What play action? Here's Nix. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Nix. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
22. Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass to the right side, hauled in by Royals. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought yards there and another first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That one caught by Rice.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Give to Smith out of the gun. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Smith up the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, I was Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw, here's Nix. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A gain of 7. First down, Denver.
Back to the air with Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, he could have gone for more.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
First down. First and goal, Denver.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Nice job holding them out of the end zone on 3rd down. I think you need to give a big assist to this crowd.
Yeah, they're really rallying them, aren't they? They're behind them the whole way. And they get that little bit of extra motivation when you're in a tough situation. Let's see what happens here on...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Nick's going to keep this himself. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Line 8! On the line 8! Correct!
Mahomes going to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Nix. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now it's Nix. Finding Sutton. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Complete to Bryant. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Nix to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all.